Nestlé has collapsed -6.95% to $80.18, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Thursday, July 23rd, and this is your complete global market briefing. Caution prevails across asset classes. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is little changed, hovering near $7,498.96. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street indexes dip with technology earnings, rising oil in focus. NASDAQ 100 dipped -0.54% to $28,998. Equity markets are responding to reports that live markets, Bitcoin trades above $65,000 as Alphabet's bigger RE bill props up the chip trade. Dow Jones is broadly flat at $52,219, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street indexes dip with technology earnings, rising oil in focus. DAX dipped -0.57% to €25,011. The move follows reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures slip as markets weigh RE capex, widening Mideast attacks, Yahoo Finance. FTSE 100 is little changed, hovering near £10,701. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Nestlé made a dramatic move today, plunged -6.95% to 80 Swiss francs and 18 Rappen. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Nestlé doubles down on growth in bold strategy shift, foodnavigator.com. Volume recovery after years of price-led growth is the key question. The portfolio rationalization toward nutrition and health is the right strategic direction, but it takes time. Any positive volume data would signal that the pricing cycle headwind is fading. SoftBank Group surged +3.77% to 5,918 yen in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by SoftBank Group shares soar 20% as Nvidia earnings signal strong RE momentum. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for SoftBank Group sits around 6,273 yen and 8 sen. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view, always do your own research. Samsung made a dramatic move today, surged +3.65% to 270,000 Korean wons. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Meta dropped sharply -2.58% to $627.17. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Meta stock falls 2.5% before earnings as $145 billion RE spending plan tests investor confidence, FX leaders. WhatsApp monetization is the next major revenue unlock, still largely untapped outside of India's business messaging push. AI infrastructure spending is heavy, but the ROI is visible in ad performance metrics. Any positive user growth data from emerging markets would be a catalyst. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures slip as markets weigh RE capex, widening Mideast attacks, Yahoo Finance. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street indexes dip with technology earnings, rising oil in focus. Turning to commodities. Brent crude dropped sharply to $92.60 per barrel, down 1.56% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that Wall Street indexes dip with technology earnings, rising oil in focus. WTI crude surged to $89.96 per barrel, up 3.6% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that Wall Street indexes dip with technology earnings, rising oil in focus. Natural gas edged higher to $2.95, up 0.96% on the session. The move follows reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures slip as markets weigh RE capex, widening Mideast attacks, Yahoo Finance. Gold dipped to $4,095.40 per troy ounce, down 1.24% on the session. The gold move is partly driven by why oil prices haven't gone crazy despite 5 months of US-Iran war. Let us give you our near-term view on Nestlé. With the selling pressure we have seen today, the key support level for Nestlé is around 75 Swiss francs and 37 Rappen. A failure to hold there could accelerate the decline and attract further sellers. For a recovery, bulls need to see a fundamental shift in the drivers weighing on prices. This is our view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0.1% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, losing 0.06% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 163.37, gaining 0.11% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that RBI intervenes to support rupee as currency nears record low in USD. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Every morning, before markets open, we break down exactly what is moving and why. If you want that edge every day, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If today's analysis was useful, a like is the best way to support the channel. We genuinely appreciate every single one. We read every comment. Drop your view below. That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.